my name is Meganne Young. I play Rachel in The Kissing Booth 1, 2, and 3, and I'm with you on StarShineMag.net. I'm so excited to talk to you about the film, and I hope you watch it 11th of August. This question is, I always feel like people want me to say that there was like a specific moment that something happened and I was like, yes, that's what I'm going to do. I think for me, it was quite natural. I always felt really comfortable in front of an audience or playing a character, less so when I'm being myself and just talking. I get quite nervous, but I always really loved being in school plays. I always loved drama class. I always loved English. And it just felt very natural. And when I got to my final year, actually, my parents were the ones who talked me back into it because I had a minute of thinking like, oh, maybe I should do something else. Maybe I should go study something different. I ended up at a film school, but my parents were the ones who were like, this is you. This is what you do. You should go do that. So it was very natural for me. Certain jewelry pieces that I take that are from my family. Those are small and easy to kind of travel with. So I have certain pieces of jewelry that I take. Yeah. I share custody with them with my old roommate. And she had a Sphinx when I moved in with her, when I first moved to Vancouver. And it was quite strange getting used to him not having any fur because I grew up with like furry cats. But his temperament and even these two little guys that we have now, they're just, I don't know, there's something about their personalities that are quite different to other cats that I've experienced. And I do enjoy the fact that they don't shed. I wear a lot of black. I wish I could tell you every single thing that happens because this is by far the most fun out of all three. I think there's just so many like big ensemble moments that are really exciting. But ultimately, it comes down to Elle and all of us navigating our final summer together and that transitional period from we're no longer high school students and now we're like officially adults making our own choices and going our separate ways. And for Elle, she has obviously a big decision to make, which we were left with at the end of the second film. When you meet us, we're kind of where we left off, and you get, a sense that we have resolved all those issues, and I'm in a good place with Lee, I'm in a good place with Elle. And then I don't know what happens. I can't tell you. So I was thinking about it earlier. So we shot the second and third film together at the same time, but a big portion of the third film was shot at the end of our shooting period. I think I can't remember now, it's so long ago, like 3 or 4 months. And it's funny because obviously that's the third film. And then looking back, I was like, oh yeah, that was also our period of saying goodbye to the franchise and to each other. And it was very difficult to get to the end. I was quite emotional when I finally left Durban, where we shot a lot of the third film, and came home and just saying goodbye to everyone. And you're kind of, when you're shooting any film, you're in the trenches with everyone. Mm-hmm. And this film, people genuinely got on and genuinely liked each other. So it was really hard to say goodbye, but so exciting now that we get to share it with everyone. So I had a ritual, which everyone stole. So if they tell you it was their idea, it's not. I used to make morning oats. I'm a big breakfast person. I have to eat breakfast, but sometimes we had such early calls that I didn't necessarily have time to like get up and then eat breakfast and then get picked up and go. So I would make my little oatmeal in a little Tupperware. Sometimes it was in a cup with like a lid, those like to-go cups. And I put all different things in them with like little strawberries on the top. And slowly, one by one, I'm trying to think of who fell first. Maybe it was Taylor. I think he was the next one to like, he came in with a jar of oats, and then I saw like Joey coming in with a jar of oats, and I would often eat mine in the breakfast trailer, which is probably not the best for the artist working on my face, but anyway, that was my ritual, and they stole it.
Okay.
I really got so lucky because, in the first film, Rachel had a smaller role. And because the fans loved those films so much, I got to come back and I got to go on such an emotional journey playing her. And I got to develop this character. And even into the third film, there's layers, there's nuances. I just think that kind of opportunity to grow as an actor was so valuable to me, and it's something that I'll never forget. It's one of the highlights of my entire career, and it's all thanks to those fans, which is insane. Yeah. The first one, but I haven't read the second and third ones. Well, the third one's not out yet, so I haven't read that one. Too, Beth did a YouTube video the other day, and she was saying it's so interesting because it's her book that the first movie is based on, which then the second and third movies are based on, and then she wrote books based on the second and third movies. Like, mine's an obvious answer, but the marshmallow scene that I got to do, that was like the highlight. There's a couple of scenes in the third movie, but even still, that marshmallow scene for me is just such an iconic moment now. And it was so much fun to play, and everyone just looked amazing, and the set was amazing. It was just an incredible experience, that whole scene. Taylor Zakar Perez. Just kidding. Who would be my real life kissing booth? Like a celebrity that I could kiss? Oh my gosh. I guess. Taylor Zakar Perez. No, I'm still kidding. Michael B. Jordan. I wanna get some of that